I'm just gonna trust that, like, I'm in focus, you know, like.
I said I'm happy, and you got to understand that you got it made, and you should be happy as fuck.
What's up, my hippies? It's me, Emily. I'm back, and we are going to discuss the reasons why I hate being vegan. Let me just clear the air. I love being vegan. Being vegan is a huge part of my life, and I think it's one of the best decisions that I have made personally. But there are some aspects to being vegan that are quite irritating, and we're gonna kind of dive into that today and talk about the reasons why I hate being vegan. They don't outweigh my decision to be vegan. I will always be vegan as far as I'm concerned right now in my life. I don't ever see myself going back to eating animal products, but these are just things that irritate me, okay? Like, I'm so annoyed by some of these topics here. One of the things that I hate about being vegan is when companies think that by slapping a vegan label on something, it means the price should be higher. And I'm not talking about vegan companies, because usually vegan companies are smaller companies, so they have to charge a little bit more to kind of make that profit, because there's not a lot of profit in the vegan industry. Hopefully that changes in the future and more people decide to buy vegan products. What I'm talking about is when traditionally non-vegan companies come out with products that are either accidentally vegan or they create a vegan version of something, and then they automatically want to charge more for that product. Like, you're telling me that the creamer you use that has almond milk is more expensive than the creamer that has animal products. I just can't imagine how using vegetables, nuts, grains, all of that is more expensive than using literal lives. You know, like, don't you think that if you're going to kill something or abuse something, that it should cost more? I just don't understand. So you're saying that the cost for that animal's life is dirt cheap compared to living off of the earth. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand that. They're just using that vegan label to create more profit. They're making it sound like it's a fancier item, you know? And it's not. It's because we're trying to make a difference in this world. We're not trying to make something look fancier. You know, we're not buying vegan creamer to be posting on Instagram how fancy we are. We're buying it because we don't support the cruelty of animals. And I just don't approve that they're charging so much money for vegan products. You know, I just, it's fucking ridiculous. Don't sit here and tell me that vegan cream cheese is almost $8 because it's vegan, and then you go buy dairy cream cheese and it's like $2, $3. Are you serious? And I'm not trying to call out any brands, because I do respect vegan companies and I do respect companies that create vegan products. I just feel like the intention behind it is malicious, and I don't appreciate that. And I think a lot of vegans have seen that trend in the past year. It's absolutely outrageous. I do think it's really important that you educate yourself on the company that you're buying from, and you know how much, you know, roughly how much profit they make, and how many consumers are buying them, how popular they are. Because if they are really popular, there should be no reason why their prices are outrageous. Now, if it's like a really small company, I can understand that. But the big corporations that are doing this, it makes me just absolutely sick to my stomach. Another thing that I hate about being vegan is when people make ignorant comments just because. You have no idea how many comments I deal with on the daily, on the internet, and in my personal life from people that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like, when did my food consumption, my choices on what I eat become any of your concern. You know, if you're going to ask about me and you want to know about me and I'm willing to share with you that I'm vegan, I'm not expecting any kind of reaction. You don't have to approve of it, but you don't have to be a fucking asshole. I don't know if they think that because the vegan community says they're vegan, that we're trying to act like we're better than them, because that's not what we're doing. If I tell you I'm vegan, I'm not saying,
hey look, I'm so much better than you.
I'm not doing that. That's just your perception of what I'm saying. So why are you trying to make stupid comments? And it's so funny. People literally pull facts out of their ass about vegans or about meat consumption or nutritional information that they have no idea what they're talking about. And I'm like, just stop talking because you sound ridiculous. I think they think that we don't go through research ourselves. I went through a lot of research before I made the commitment to go vegan. I know what is good for me and I know what is not good for me. You don't have to butt in and tell me your opinions. I'm just telling you what I eat so that you know. It's like if you told me,
hey, I'm gonna go get a cheeseburger.
I'm not just gonna be like,
how dare you eat cheeseburgers? Why would you ever do that?
that's a living animal. Like, I joke around with my friends, but if someone literally told me they ate meat, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Like, that's fine. You can eat whatever you want to. That's fine. I'm gonna eat whatever I want to. You eat whatever you want to.
Okay.
I also hate when people ask questions that are meant to offend you rather than asking to educate them. Now, I've dealt with it for so long that I literally don't care anymore. Like, I'm just like, we're not going to talk about this anymore. Like, this is like a red zone, you know? Like, I only have so much patience before I have to cut that conversation short. And I will do that. I will tell people, we're not talking about this anymore. Like, this doesn't even involve you. You know, they ask me questions to get more information about being vegan just to say something stupid. It's like, if you're gonna ask me questions about being vegan, I'm going to assume that you're actually interested in knowing more about veganism. Like, if you're questioning me, that tells me that maybe you're interested. But then they say stupid shit afterwards, like they're just fucking joking. And it's like, why would you even ask me a question? Why do you care so much? Why is it that what I put into my body is so important to you? Why? And it's like, they don't understand. I've tried to explain to them, hey, like, there are certain questions that are okay. You know, if you're really interested in this, that's fine. And then there's questions that are a little bit offensive. And the switch just does not click on. I don't know if they just simply don't give a shit, or if they really don't understand. It's definitely so frustrating, especially when it's people in your life that you have to see on a daily basis, or people on the internet who don't know you, and they just want to comment and comment and comment about something that they really don't give a shit about. Like, why are you on vegan communities and why are you on vegan websites if you don't care about being vegan? Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way and go to like McDonald's Instagram and comment to every single person about how they should be vegan. Like, I could do that. I could be that person. But I don't have the time or the energy to do that. So I don't understand how these people have the time or the energy to sit there all day and just purposefully try to be offensive. It's just mind-blowing. Are you 12? Like, I have no idea. You know? I don't know. Another thing that I don't appreciate is being judged for making a personal life decision based off of compassion. Vegans are out there for different reasons. So not every vegan has the same reason for being vegan. Some people do it for health benefits. Other people do it for animal rights and the animal rights movement. I personally do it for both. I think that the vegan diet is really healthy and it's nutritious, especially in today's society when people are just eating burgers and fast food left and right. But I also do it out of compassion, and that's something that is really important to me. And I feel like a lot of people are quick to say,
well, you're telling me that if I'm not vegan, I'm not compassionate.
no one ever said that. You know, you said that to yourself. You know, like none of us ever said that. I don't ever say that, at least. There are vegans out there though who do attack, and we will get to that. There are different levels of compassion in this world. So you have compassion for yourself, and then you have compassion for other living beings, other humans, other things. I struggle with compassion for myself. I struggle with compassion for other humans, but I have a fuck ton of compassion for animals. And I think that the reason that is because they don't have a voice. There was a time in my life where I didn't know how to use my voice, and I can relate to that on a personal level. There's things in my life that I've been through that I felt like I couldn't speak up for, and I so badly wished that I had somebody there to speak up for me. That doesn't always happen. Humans are amazing in the fact that we can communicate with each other. Animals cannot effectively communicate with us, and we can't effectively communicate with them. My battery died. I can understand how it feels to be going through something, whether it's like pain, abuse, unsafe living conditions, and to not be able to communicate effectively how much you're going through. So when I look at animals being abused and taken advantage of and basically treated like items, I can relate to that. I can relate to not being able to speak up about something. So I have a lot of compassion in that sense towards animals. And I know that's crazy to fucking relate that to why I'm vegan. It just makes like so much sense to me. I don't know if any other vegans out there go through that, but that's personally like I think why it like affected me so much. Not nearly as aggressive as what those poor animals have to go through, but like mentally. When people make jokes and when they judge you and make like stupid memes and just stupid shit online about it, I just feel like they don't understand. And I'm not saying that they don't have compassion. They probably do have a different level of compassion than I have. I know we got deep there. I'm sorry. We won't get deep again.
Okay.
So the last reason why I hate being vegan is when other vegans attack vegans. Does that make any sense at all? Man, the internet is just such a joyous place sometimes. Let me tell you. There are some people out there. There are some people out there who are just so aggressive, you know? God. There's vegans who are so strict and like to the fucking T about being vegan.
You can't have palm oil. If you ever make a mistake, you're no longer vegan.
And it's just like, stop. That kind of attitude towards the vegan community does not help. I really think the point of what vegan means is like you're trying your best to eliminate as much animal cruelty in your life as possible. Yes, it means you don't eat dairy, eggs, meat, cheese, whatever. But it also just means that you're trying your best to eliminate all forms of animal abuse. But sometimes having those restrictions and like labeling yourself to a fucking T, for some people that can cause a lot of mental destruction. And a lot of people, when they become vegan and they realize like what that actually means and how much stuff they have to cut out and how much they have to change their lives, maybe they don't really like that label. Maybe they really don't understand the label of being vegan. In my opinion, if you want to call yourself vegan, like call yourself vegan. You know, like as long as you're doing everything that you can to help the animals and you're not eating meat, dairy, cheese, eggs, and buying like leather and fur, whatever. If you have like leather jackets and leather belts and fur coats and you've changed your lifestyle and you still want to wear that, you already own it. I'm not sitting here saying that you should go out and buy leather and buy fur and call yourself vegan. I'm just saying, like, don't feel like you have to like throw all that stuff away right away because you're making a transition. And that comes out of a place of compassion. When other vegans attack, you know, people who are new to the vegan community, it just breaks my heart. It's like you're literally turning them away so fast to this community. I was once a new vegan. There were certain things that I didn't know that I had in my closet or in my pantry, my refrigerator, that contained animal products. And yeah, I did make mistakes. But did that mean I wasn't vegan? No. You can't be perfect. You know, you really cannot be perfect. I think the point is that you're trying, and that's all anybody can really do, right? They can try. And I'm really sick and tired of all of this like label bullshit. Like, you label yourself however you want to, if that makes you feel good, whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and attack other vegans for not being perfect. I just don't agree with that, and I'm really sorry if anybody out there has tried to go vegan or vegetarian and tried to change and has been attacked by other people, whether it be vegan, non-vegan. I'm sorry. Like, that really sucks, and I totally understand what it feels like to go through that. And I just want you to know that if you're trying to make a difference because you want to, that's already awesome enough. You don't have to be perfect. And I just hope that every other vegan and vegetarian out there comes to terms with like that mindset. Okay, I'm gonna take a big deep breath. Those are the things that make me hate being vegan, but they're not gonna change my ways. Like, I'm already set in my ways. I'm confident in my dietary choices and my lifestyle, and I have no desire to ever change them. And I just wanted to make a video out there for people who might be struggling with people commenting on the internet, or people in their personal lives that don't agree with it, or struggling to find food that is affordable, that is also vegan and can help you transition, because right now it's tough. A lot of stuff is really expensive, and they tell you
can substitute this for that.
Yeah, not when it's like $5 more. No one's gonna want to go vegan when you're literally paying twice as much money for stuff. Come on, companies, get off the fucking fancy ass bandwagon and realize why we're being vegan. Maybe this video didn't make any sense, and I'm sorry, but I really just felt like I needed to film it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!